In nature it's found as rain hits the ground. Hear it and repeat it, increase it, feed it, keep it and seed it till they're speechless and seeking for the reasons and the meanings. You think you got it good, but it's all relative. Watch someone rip you out your element or relegate what's prevalent. Now spell it in, but conceal your pen, cause if you write it once, you might have to say it again. And if you say it once, people might play it again. It might even make some friends, but don't make it an end. Take a second to break a message, send it so everyone can get it. Tell it, sell it, let it embellish until everyone felt it. If it's something you can send, use it to amend. When you do it, you can choose to enjoy and employ. Now anytime you can read the world's stored words and reports, and there's more to be read for sure. What's in store is more than what can be heard. Wait for the word, discern what you've learned, and use your turn to express your concerns. Write it down and talk about it. Let's get these thoughts unclouded. We're all astounded how it sounded. I'm proudest as I practice. Now you can call me by my official status, the bachelor who mastered his language arts classes. Through language and communication can create a constructive community that cooperates and collaborates to make this life and world better for society. But ultimately, when we learn from each other, we can design who we are and we can say what we need to say. But the real question is, what is it that you need to say? Who do you want to be? Who is it that you want to be? And how do you want to design your fate? That's the real question. And while we work together to figure out who we are, we can express ourselves. We all got something to say. 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 So why wait? People ask what it's like to be a poet. What's it like to be a poet? What's it like to be a poet? People ask what it's like to be a poet. What's it like to be a poet? What's it like? People ask what it's like to be a poet. How'd I get my start? I'm just a regular person expressing my art through words, but the words find me. I tuck them away nice and neat until I find the time to speak. You know me, you know my flow is neat and I go complete. You'll notice me as I roam the streets through breezy leaves on my bonus season. The reason for procedures performing at my leash, the pain reliever, striking like a cleaver. My rhymes thrill and spill beers, so leave your bill here, it's on me. No ghostwriter, it's all me. I can rap for 3 days and still bomb beats into smithereens. I'm coming up like a submarine, up from underneath, taking off like a balloon in the autumn breeze. Believe me, I can express any sentiment, any concept I wish to represent, any figure of speech or predicate, any particular prevalence I can articulate into sentences. And I don't just mention it, I shine a light from the precipice to guide your ascent to this. Through these messages I lay it out in the studio and I send it in. People ask what it's like to be a poet. How'd I get my start? I'm just a regular person expressing my art through words, but the words find me. I tuck them away nice and neat until I find the time to speak. Come down to my level, it sounds a bit better when you're near me. When I said it, I read this article one time. It reminded me to shine, it reminded me to rhyme, it reminded me to climb, it reminded me to be everything I am. It reminded me to stand for every cause that I can. It reminded me to land humble and not to stumble. Keep steady through the rumble, stay rough and tumble. Everything crumbles, no need to grumble. Remaining humble, I realized it wasn't an article I read, but something I already said. The eyes of the people I've helped motivates me to write these stories I tell. People ask what it's like to be a poet. How'd I get my start? I'm just a regular person expressing my art through words, but the words find me. I tuck them away nice and neat until I find the time to speak. What is my cause and my purpose? If I got paid what I deserved, if they told me I was worth it and that I'd earned it, rather be alone and keep working. No team or lab, just a pencil and pad and a phone with an open tab to write down these thoughts that I have. I do this for me, to feel complete, to have these words on repeat available to me. I don't care if it's received, I just keep writing and reading until I believe that it's enough to make a difference. Then I'll step up in front of the whole world and spit it. My true goal is to inspire people to keep living, people keep learning, and inspire you to earn happiness with yourself, a happiness you can tell about and share. I know it's there, close your eyes and feel this energy I'm sending is real. It's hard to describe, but if I find the right words I can bring it alive. That's why I write, I do it every night, in a journal or a mic. I find myself the language and lose myself in the music. I found myself the language and lost myself in the music. In fact, quite often I do it, I connect with every verse that I disperse. I wanna make myself heard, change the world through these words. I wanna make myself heard and change the world through these these words. I want to make myself heard and change the world through these words. But I wanted to show you first. People ask what it's like to be a poet. How'd I get my start? I'm just a regular person expressing my art through words. But the words find me. The words find me. The words find me. The words find me. And through these words, we can look towards the future to achieve our goals. And really, in order to achieve what you need to achieve in your life and what you believe your dreams are, you have to be open and aware of what's going on around you. We're constantly observant and visual of our surroundings, listening, hearing, and searching for awareness and learning from each other. And in order for you to get to where you need to be, you need to understand the obstacles that may be in your path. And you need to understand what gifts that you have. We're all searching. Search for awareness, harness it and share it, spread the sensations of elevation. Let's ride this wave in, all the way in towards ascension, while gaining comprehension of our contentments. When mind states are suspended, thoughts will be bent into the shapes most deceptive. It must be the ways and conventions in which we place attention. I want to change perceptions away from resentment, creating a selection of positive affections through introspection, divine spiritual connections, aligning our true intentions to send the truest messages in new directions. This is my new amendment, recreation, reinvention, more aware, more tending to whispers and barely mention. When self-improvement is relentless, knowledge and abilities are endless. Let's find the next solution, then find the next solution, achieving success or retribution. Let's be the best to do it.